Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Sammy 2 times back at you boys with another video. In today's video, we're going to be going over why the Eagles have the most overpowered and #1 receiving core in the league. I believe they got 3,000-yard receivers, and I'm going to tell y'all boys why. If y'all want more videos like this, drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. Let's get straight into it, boys.
It's Cost Finger, baby.
Alright, now let's get straight into it, man. We all know in the recent years, the Eagles have not always had the best receiving core at all. We all know that season in 2019 where Carson Wentz threw for 4,000 plus yards and didn't have a 1,000-yard receiver. And that's the first time that ever happened in franchise history. That just doesn't happen for no reason. Our core at the time was pure cheeks. I'm gonna be honest. It was trash, terrible. But as of right now, I believe we have the best receiving core in the league. We got Devontae Smith, just a smooth route runner in general. This man was literally underused the whole season and still managed to clip just under 1,000 yards for the season. We've all seen flashes of what Devontae could be last season, but we can all also agree that Jalen missed him on a couple big games, on a couple big plays, and he could have easily went for 1,200, 1,300 last season. You heard AJ Brown say it himself. The Eagles got two #1 receivers with AJ and Devontae Smith. AJ is an already proven receiver, has 2,000-yard seasons already. He didn't have a 1,000-yard season last season, but you got to think they had big Derrick Henry back there, and they were run heavy as well. And I also believe this year we're going to go a little bit more pass heavy with Jalen. The reason I say this is I don't think that we're going to rely on the running backs in our O-line. Granted, we have one of the best O-lines in the league, but we don't want to just rely on them all the time. So I honestly believe that Nick Sirianni and them boys is going to throw a lot more passing plays in there because Jalen's been working on his arm. He went out to California this summer, and he's been getting the work in. And granted, none of this will work out if Jalen doesn't put in the work and show that he's QB1, but everything's built around him. These defenses aren't going to know what to do. If you cover Devontae one-on-one, he's going to win the matchup. If you cover AJ one-on-one, he's going to win the matchup. So it's going to be tough for all of these secondaries and defensive coordinators out here. It's going to be tough for them because I believe the Eagles have the perfect match of speed and strength. At wide receiver 1, you got AJ Brown. He's going to out-strength everybody. At wide receiver 2, you got Devontae Smith. Smooth, silky route runner, runs dang near perfect routes, and does just every little thing right. That's what Devontae Smith's known for, doing all the little things right. And last but not least, we got that boy Quez Watkins. I honestly believe he's like one of our hidden gems. Like, there's nobody talking about him for real, and he's been under the radar for a couple years now. His first season, it was a regular season because he's a 6th-round pick in the 2020 draft, and he had just under 200 yards in his rookie season in 2020. That's not a terrible season for a 6th-round pick, but it's not the best season in the world either. But in 2021, he said it himself. He took it personal. He wanted to run his routes more crisp because all they said about Quez in his rookie season was he's fast, he got wheels, and he basically can't do nothing else. He can't run all the routes in the route tree. In 2021, he took that very personal and went for a career high so far, 647 yards. And that's with Jalen Hurts throwing the ball less because we were run heavy. Literally ran the ball the most in the league, and he still managed to go for 700 yards. And he's going to get more and more opportunities now this year because you got to cover AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. And it's just going to honestly be matchup nightmares for all of these secondaries and defensive coordinators because it's like, if you double Devontae, AJ's going to be open. If you if you double AJ, Devontae's going to be open. And if you occupy both of them, you got Quez Watkins open over top. That boy is fast. And I'm not just talking like a normal type of fast. This boy runs a 4.3 something. I don't know the exact number, but I know it's a 4.3 something. Like, the man is fast. And on top of that, you're gonna have to deal with Dallas Goedert, and you're gonna have to hear something from Dallas Goedert. He's a proven top tier tight end. He's yet to crack 1,000 yards on a season yet, but he's been close in multiple seasons, and I honestly believe this year is going to be Dallas's breakout year for sure. He's going to clear the lanes for everybody. Everybody is clearing the lanes for everybody. We got so many threats on this team that at least one person is going to be open. We honestly got 4 to 5 stars. You got to deal with A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Jalen Hurts' arm, Jalen Hurts' legs. You got to deal with tight end Dallas Goedert. You got to deal with all of that. So I honestly believe that each receiver will clip 1,000 yards this year. Yes, this year in 2022, each receiver will clip 1,000 yards. I also believe Dallas Goedert, I don't think he'll clip 1,000 shit, but I think he'll get close. Honestly, I do. I think Jalen's arm is going to improve tremendously. I've been watching all the OTA videos and looking at all the OTA tweets, and all I'm hearing is Jalen's improving. Jalen's throwing bombs. Even Nick Sirianni said it himself. Jalen's throwing a crisper ball. He's on time. So as long as Jalen takes that step forward and shows he's QB1, there's no excuse for these Eagles not to, I ain't gonna say go to the Super Bowl, but they should at least make a nice deep playoff run, because they have one of the best. If you look around the NFL right now, you can go in the comment section right now, matter of fact, and tell me, do you honestly think the Eagles have one of the best rosters from top to bottom? And I want you to tell me your honest opinion. Drop in the comments down below. Don't be scared to. But with all that out the way, that's why I honestly think the Eagles have the best receiving core in the NFL. They got a top-tier tight end. They got a top-tier receiver, another top-tier receiver, and another mid-tier receiver in Quez Watkins that I believe will go to top tier this season. The sky's the limit for the Eagles, to be honest. With all that out the way, that's it for today's video. If y'all boys enjoyed today's video, make sure you smash that like button and smash that subscribe button, especially if you want more videos like this in the future. Comment down below different topics and different things to talk about on the channel, and I very much appreciate that. We so close to 1K subs, and we almost there, boys. Let's get it.